stable at that last rest area. We took our 30-minute break at Cottonwood. Now we're north of Redding, Northern California. We're going to get over. Set at 60. I'm going to bring it up a little bit. There we go. AC on. Let's get some AC. It is so warm out. I am out there without a coat on. Do you know how nice it is not to have to wear snow boots, a Carhartt, gloves, and a hat? It is so nice. We're going to have to merge left here. And I got my... Yep. Hi, Chris. It's like 5 degrees. It is over 60 degrees here. It is t-shirt weather. It is so nice. Well, hello, Robert. We're coming up on the Bay Bridge on I-5. We're north of Redding, headed up to Puyallup. You know where we're going there. Everybody, there's one place to go in Puyallup. And hopefully, Robert, this time I will get there early enough. 27 and off at the Iowa 80. So hopefully this time we get to Puyallup and drop the early enough that I can find a parking spot at the mustard seed and cool mouth-watering pork. That pork is so amazing. Yeah, I'm turning on the air conditioner right now. Hi, Tammy. Yeah. Okay. We'll be in Oregon here before too long. And I'll get fuel at the Central Point. Everybody knows this bridge who's ever driven up here. There's some water here, but on the next bridge, Robert, there's like a creek. The water is so low. It is amazing. They got some, fancy, feel-good ideas about how to care for their water here, and it's not working. It is not working. Oh, 25 in PA. No luck with good service here. Okay. What did you think of the Montana pattern? Loved it. Loved it. Can someone get rid of that one? Love the Montana pattern. Love the Indiana pattern. Somebody get rid of that one. Let me see if I can. There we go. Okay. Yeah. Love the Montana pattern. In fact, Michelle, heading to Kansas City tomorrow. That is so nice. I do miss taking longer runs. I really do. But, so here's what's going on. There's something computer related that is shutting down the paper plant in Halsey, Oregon for several days. So instead of me going back and forth from Portland to Denver, my usual run, with that paper run going to Costco, I'm going up and down I-5, which, it's kind of a nice reprieve from the weather, but I don't know, I just prefer back and forth east and west. 50 highest temp since Christmas for me. Oh yeah, you've been over there running in some pretty cold weather. I've been watching. So you guys, this is Robert, and he goes live on Facebook. This Trucker's Live. He goes live on Facebook like every morning. And do you still do Sunday dinners in the truck, Robert? Because that's always interesting. South end of Vancouver Island, 44 degrees. Wow. It is really pretty up here, but between here, oh, there is nothing. There's like ghost collision warnings going off. So just so you guys know, as beautiful as it is up here in Northern California, we will be buffering a couple of times. Oh, I'm going to shut that off. Ain't had the time or get internet for the Sunday dinner live show. Okay, well, that has been, you guys can go to his YouTube channel and look at some of his past ones. Pretty cool. Hey, Jen. Hello. Oh yeah, there's hardly any water over there. It is amazing. Wait till we go over the other bridge, Robert. It is amazing. Okay. Said she just said it would do that because of, oh yeah. 3 times in 5 years. Well, let me tell you, there's no water up here. Because they have some, you know, ideas about water conservation that are mostly kind of feel-good ideas that are not based in fact, and they're short on water up here, that's for sure. Hello, Sand Pal from Yuma, Arizona. I don't know why that sticks in my head. Because you're in Yuma, and I've been running in the ice and snow and the wind in Wyoming. That's probably why. Woo! So, Robert, I keep trying to ask you before we went buffering, did you see my jug of iced tea this morning? Didn't that look tasty? I got a lot of my friends on that. The truth is, I bought that jug of iced tea from, oh, not Country Buffet. You know, the one that's so great. They even have RV parking. Anyway, that was real iced tea that I bought from a restaurant. And I made people think I picked it up on the side of the road. Sure tastes funny. Yeah, I'm not a fan of store-bought or roadside bread. Yeah. Yeah, I got that at, what's that, the Cracker Barrel. Trucker joke, yes. Never pick up lemonade or iced tea or apple juice from the side of the road. Yeah. Anyway, I cracked myself up. And Anthony was asking me, so was it sweet tea or unsweet? Oh my goodness. Okay, so, oh Michelle, I was getting ready to chew you out, because yes, Yarn Palooza. We can't, here we go again. So Yarn Palooza, aka the Pacific Northwest Yarny Social, due to COVID and Governor K. Brown and everything on. So we're doing it, we rescheduled this fall. September 29th through October 1st in the Dalles, Oregon. Robert, you're welcome to stop by. Everyone's welcome. We don't discriminate between yarny and non-yarny people. There's a load of those little Kubotas, like the Douglas fir forest in Western Oregon. I prefer pine forest. There's less brush. You can see from, still searching for a quilt for the truck. Hey, didn't Rosalie make you a quilt? Somebody please make Robert a quilt for his truck. My goodness, it's been over a year. The man needs a quilt. I don't know how to quilt, but I can make you an Afghan. I'll put you in my list. Kept in stitches with 3 years plus. Oh my goodness. Okay, you guys, Kept in Stitches with Julie just uploaded a video. Yeah, what size? If it's for the truck, I'm thinking it's a twin size. Poor guy. List is 50 miles. Lane and merge left. Looks like I got plenty of room. over. Hi, Amanda. Yeah, that list is 50 miles long and 3 years running, but I've got a list, you know, of specifics. Hello, Market Express. I'm waving at you. Man, these Market Express drivers, they're not very friendly. Compass Rose, huh? Yeah, Chris. She's awesome. Yeah, there was a fire all through here last year. It was pretty bad. And then there used to be a great little cafe with a good sized little, you know, truck friendly parking lot. Teach Dooley. And it's called Pollard Flat. And that, yeah, Dooley can help. The Pollard Flat building and restaurant, I mean, it was around since the early 1900s. I'm not sure what year that building was built, but it was like before 1920, I believe. Look at that. There's no water in there. That used to be a lake. Okay, I'm putting you back in here. Okay. That used to be a lake. And now there's no water in there except for a creek. So anyway, Pollard Flat, you know, I've uploaded videos from Pollard Flat many times, and all the food was so good. Back in March, well, back in February, well, a year ago, they sold the place. Let's see, supervised. It was supervised. We must be talking about Dooley. Or at least supervised. Yes, Dooley's usually, you know, he's upper management. He is definitely he's a white hat supervisor. So we're at Lakehead now, 7:04. So my plan is to get fuel in Central Point, Oregon, and then, okay, now I'm in a fight with this thing again. Okay. Yes, he's a hands-off kind of style. He just, you know, makes sure I'm doing what I'm supposed to do. So, yeah, fuel in Central Point, and then, you know what, I don't even have to get fuel in Central Point. I can just run for Rice Hill, and I can get fuel at Rice Hill. So that's where we're headed, Rice Hill, which is exit, what do I want to say, 154. Oh, yeah, Sisters area. That's nice. Now, in the summertime, Robert, when I get those Halsey loads, I will drop down to Springfield, Eugene area, and then I will head across Central Oregon like that again. I'll go through Sisters and Bend and Brothers and all of that and come out at Ontario, Oregon, and then head on out into Idaho. I just don't do it so much in the winter time. I go up to the gorge, which sometimes the gorge is worse. Gorge got shut down a couple times this year. Well, one time right behind me, there was a big landslide. I made it to Cascade Locks, and behind me back by Multnomah Falls, they had a big landslide, closed both sides of the freeway just about a month ago, maybe. And yeah, it was just like 10 miles west of Cascade Locks, but I was clear. Then I got about 10 miles east of Cascade Locks, and there was a jackknife rig. Last time I delivered an oversized bridge span to Eugene garbage dump. Oh, okay. Hey, Andrea, thank you. It's not you, Jen. It's not you, Jen. Okay, so look up ahead there at that hillside. You see all the sticks that used to be trees? This is the area of fire. And if you go on YouTube and look up the videos of the Delta fire, there are one or two that are just, they are so terrifying. Truckers, truck drivers and drivers, they got stuck here and they jumped out of their rigs and they ran. They were northbound right here, and there were flames so huge that they came all the way across the road. They just arched like an arch bridge of flame all the way across the road. People were turning around and going south on the northbound side. Well, I think they did the same thing on the other side. There's video of people trying to get their trucks turned around and go south, you know, in that median kind of lane. Yeah, they were trying to get out of here. They literally had to, you couldn't go forward. There was a wall of flame. So yeah, search YouTube for the Delta fire. I believe that was 2018. And those videos, I was running up and down I-5 at that time, but thank you God, I was somewhere else that week. And I didn't have to, I was still with May Trucking. But yeah, that hillside right in front of us, that all just went so fast. And it literally, there was a wall of flame going across the freeway for a while, for a short while. But other times it was just jumping the freeway. And it came over from my right, which is the east, and it went west, and it went up this hill. And all through here was just solid flames. It was crazy. Yeah, put that on your watch later list. And the great thing is, Pollard Flat, that property there, they have a water source for the fire department there. It's like a pipe that comes up a bank and then it kind of sticks out underneath the perimeter fence for, you know, those tankers. Hello, Ozzy Sandy. Yes. Those guys just stopped. They jumped out of their rigs and they ran. And those rigs burned to the ground. Another argument for not, you know, for not driving without your shoes on. You got to be ready to run if you have to. Yep. All of this burned. That was a huge fire. This fire they had back there a little ways behind me last year, I mean, it was big enough. I mean, it was a concern. It was definitely a concern, but it wasn't anything like this Delta fire. And these fires, you hear about the fact that, you know, somebody's in custody for starting the fire for political reasons. And hi, Stephanie. We're headed back up to Puyallup. But then you don't hear another word about it. So here's the Pollard Flat exit. And I was talking about, you know, that cafe being so yummy, but they sold last year in February. And now the new owners have not opened up the cafe or the gas station and the big parking lot where trucks were still continuing to park there. But now they have barriers up so that we can't. You know why? It's because of those jugs of iced tea and apple cider and water and the garbage that drivers just, you know, throw out of their vehicles. Hi, Freaky Geek. Okay, so I don't know. We've still got we've probably got at least 240 miles to go. Yeah. But there's Pollard Flat there on the right. It's just sitting there empty. I mean, that is just sad. It is so sad because what a great place with all that history. Oh, the windows are boarded up. The fuel pumps are gone. And and there are barriers up so trucks can't pull into the parking lot. And that place is a landmark, you know, being there for over 100 years. Yeah, just sad. I really loved it. They had a little gift shop, they had a restaurant, and they had kind of a little convenience store. They had coolers with drinks in them, and they have jugs of water. I always buy jugs of water there, and little oddities and like old books. I love the old books there. And from what I hear, before my time, they used to have a big, like, fish tank, a great big one, that had an old rattlesnake living in there. Apparently it was huge. Now that rattlesnake, he was so old that if they hadn't have, you know, cared for him, you know, put him in that glass tank and cared for him like a pet, then he would have been dead. I mean, they extended his life many years, and he finally passed away. But yeah, that would have freaked me out if I had walked back there to that part of the restaurant way back there before, you know, my time, and saw a rattlesnake in a huge aquarium. To our little town in the NSW, and so sad. Yeah, so many businesses gone. It's too bad because, oh, that place was so historic, quaint. It was like one of the best greasy spoons ever. And you know, a lot of these places that I go to, I will get dinner, especially if I'm doing really good on my low carb diet. I will get dinner, and then I will get like a meat and cheese omelet for breakfast the next morning. You know, I'll order all that at dinner time so that when I'm in the truck, I don't have to get out of the truck. Well, I get out of the truck to walk dually, but I don't have to go in and order food in the morning. It's all right here in the fridge. I can heat it up in the microwave. Well, what I have found at a lot of these restaurants is that the evening cook isn't very good at cooking omelets. And it's always disappointing to me. I've tried several times at the Nancy's Airport Cafe on I-5. Hello, Temmie. On I-5 down there in Willows, California, which is part of, I just went by there a couple hours ago. They're pretty decent, you know, their cook is okay for, you know, other stuff at night, but not for omelets. And many times the Denny's is like that. But that Pollard flat, it didn't matter what time of day you walked in there and what you ordered, it was always just fantastic. Kind of like going to the North Powder Cafe on Interstate 84 in Eastern Oregon. Love that place. Another place I love is Molly's Cafe in Snowville, Utah. Cowboys Cafe, the western end of I-80 in Wyoming. But you know, I just, it's hit or miss with some of the other places, and I'm sorry to see Pollard Flat go. Oh, love that place. So yeah. So Michelle, I started to chew you out. And I don't know how far I got, but I went down the mosaic crochet rabbit hole. And I talked about it in my video that's going up on Tuesday. Oh my goodness, mosaic crochet is so easy. Now, I like the Fiber Fox Studios, and of course Tina, T-I-N-N-A, and because those two kind of follow a standard on their technique. And so I appreciate that. And because I've been watching, like this morning I started watching another one of the crochet crowd types. They don't do the single crochet in the back loop only. They don't do that drop down, you know, the mosaic stitch, the double crochet in the front loop, 2 rows down. They don't do it that way. And same with like Bella Coco. It was different. I mean, I love Sarah Jane and I love Mikey. I do. They always do their own version of things, that's for sure. Instead of promoting a standard, you know. I appreciate promoting a standard. Isn't Tina great? Yes. Yeah, and I found that Fiberfox Studios also has a beginner's mosaic crochet, you know, playlist, and very informative. Both of them do have, you know, that kind of playlist. Tina has, I believe, 5 videos in hers, and I think Fiberfox has even more. And they do stick to kind of the same, well, exactly the same standard, and I appreciate that. So maybe, we'll see. When I go to do my mom's blanket, I will sit down with her and I will show her pictures of things, and we'll discuss what she wants. Yes, I feel yes. Her and Fiberfox, those are the two that I found were doing it the same way. Hello, Mare, how are you? It's so good to see you. We're talking about mosaic crochet and the rabbit hole that I went down thanks to Michelle's mosaics. Because I got your email with those 2 blankets, and I, of course, immediately went and bought them because I'm a crochet pack collector. That's what I do. Are they good? Okay. Yeah, well, I haven't seen MJ and Anno's version of the mosaic yet, but I have watched Fiberfox Studios, Tina, the Crochet Crowd, Fox do it the same. I appreciate that. You know, let's have a crochet standard industry wide. Okay, we're at 7:20. It is very interesting, and it's not hard. It's simple. Just follow it. Just follow it. Yeah. Okay, so Freaky Geek, that was me, because I am tonal jewel colors. Oh, how pretty. No, it wasn't you, it's me, because I'm in these mountains and the signal is pretty spotty. Oh, I bet your mosaics are very pretty. And Creative Grandma, Charmed Grammy Crochet, a bunch of them for the month of January. She's, you know, doing CGC crochet calendar, crochet 2022. Anyway, go check out Charmed Grammy Crochet, and she's going to do some giveaways. You know, people are doing this calendar crochet along with her. Down your rubies and other gems and made yarn from it? Of course. Because we're all just dripping with jewels, right? Dripping with yarn. Yeah, so, you know, if you want to check that out and follow along, I think, if I'm not mistaken, she's going to do a giveaway from the people who, involving the people who are doing the calendar crochet along with her. You know, find Charmed Grammy Crochet on Facebook, and you post pictures of doing each month's crochet along, and yeah, having a storm, I think, so staying indoors till the snow gets so deep, then I'll go move it up the plate. Yeah. Hello, Leslie. There are a few designers on Ravel. Yes, I'm gonna start, you know, checking more of those out, because my mom, I think, would like something like that, maybe more than the Parlor Fans blanket that I'm making for our Aunt Martha. So is coming to a close. So Jen, is she doing that? I think you're the one who first told me about this. So Jen, is she gonna do you know, one for each month? You know, for each thing that, you know, apparently is in that calendar each month. It's like the Annie's. Good morning. Okay, you keep working. I'm working too. I'm lurking and working. I'm looking at the Castle Crags right now. Yes, that was you. And you, what you showed me was so amazing. Yes, you showed me that in Zoom. And then Michelle sent me links after that to those blues. Thank you very much. My mind is on one of these things. It won't let it go. It was the same way with the gingham. I had to watch everything on gingham. Oh, so you guys see the mountain in front of me? It's starting to peek out behind the, yeah, you and Jen, it's both your faults. See that mountain in front of me that's peeking out between the forest? That is Mount Shasta. Beautiful Mount Shasta. This is a gorgeous area. Oh, I need you guys to keep me awake today. I'm eating some sunny out there. It's getting dark. Yes, it is such a relief. It's so nice to get off the truck to walk Dooley on our 30-minute break and not have to put on my Carhartt, my snow boots, my hat, and my gloves. So, Castle Crags State Park is another place right here that I would like to explore with the yarn bus. Put that on the yarn bus list. I think I need to get a dry erase board with a magnet on it to put on the fridge. You know, something that's like, oh, thank you. I didn't see it. You know, that's basically an 8.5 by 11 size writing area, so I don't get a huge list going. But I would like to start which gorgeous mosaic blanket pattern to do next. So many lovely designs on. I know. You love driving I-5? Well, I don't mind it, you know, up here. It's beautiful up here. I don't like it down towards Grapevine and beyond. I don't like it south of Modesto. Yeah. So anyway, I want to get one of those dry erase boards and just put a short list on it of the first places I want to go in the, oh, that's a good idea, Timmy. The places I want to go on the yarn bus. This is pretty. But I definitely don't like Middle California south on I-5 or the 99. Here you go, Julie. You want some of that? Here you go, baby. Eat that. Julie's going to clean up the rest of the omelet. Winter Wonderland. Whose is that, Michelle? Is that another one of Tina's? I also found that Fiberfox Studios, she's got some of her own mosaic patterns. And she does them just like Tina. There you go, baby. There you go, baby. Oh, really, Leslie? Wow. Well, I just went by what's left of Lake Shasta. You know, there's... Oh, that's nice, buddy. There's, you know, the first bridge that goes across where, you know, all those boats are moored. And that is down to about a quarter of what it was like the first time I saw it in 2018. I mean, it was full back then. And then, you know, I go across, you know, I'm northbound. I go across the second bridge at Lakehead. There's nothing but a creek running at the bottom. It is amazing. By Anna Morrow's. Okay. I need, somebody get rid of that one. I need a link to that. Maybe you could email me that. Look at that. It's either an El Camino or a Ranchero. Hello, hello. Somebody get rid of whatever that is. Hello, Ivy. Yep, Northern California. Is there a mod? Okay, let me, I think I'm the only mod. I'll get rid of them. Okay, there we go. Hello, Bobby. I have the Havana, but after 3 Apache tiers completed, I want to do another simple design. Yeah. See, and my mom might want me to do an Apache tiers. She might. We're going to go over it together. Hello, puppy. Are you cleaning my hand? It probably has some omelet on it. Thank you. Thank you. That is so helpful. You are so helpful, mister. Okay, we made it to Dunsmuir. Baby dog. Then the next town will be Weed. And well, I did the Artist blanket and the Phoenix blanket from Hooked on Sunshine. And I want to do it. What's the best one? You know, I think either Tina has a starter playlist of 5 videos. So if you look up TINNA Mosaic Crochet, you're going to find her channel. That's what I mean, as a beginner, I like that. If you need another mod, I'll volunteer for you. I would love to make y'all mods, but I can't do it right now. I'll have to work on that, maybe when I'm parked. Mosaic type look with double knitting for a reversible cardigan. Oh, sounds pretty. Sounds awesome. Okay. Yeah, I just can't do it right, you know, while I'm driving a big rig. But maybe when we get stopped tonight at Rice Hill, yeah, it does sound like a lot of work. Oh, and you, yes. And I linked your channel in that video that's going up on Tuesday as another resource for mosaics. Yours and Tina's and Fiberfox Studios. I didn't link any of the others because that would just confuse somebody, you know. Because they're just doing their own thing and calling it a mosaic. Okay, Mount Shasta. Tri-Cities in Washington State, or like to Boise from here, I would be taking an exit up here near Mount Shasta through Weed to take Highway 97 up through Oregon. Yes, go check out her videos. But like I said, I linked them in the description box for that Tuesday video. Okay, Chris. Where you been? No. Just kidding. So this is Dunsmuir, a little mountain town in Northern California. Very pretty here. Very pretty. Yep, there's Tina's channel. Watching another live. I think there's several that went up after Granny D's. I looked around and all I found was Ophelia Talks, though. Great. So I even made myself a little mosaic playlist, and I've got Michelle in there. And one of these days I might pick up a book. Not a crochet I like. I'm a survivor. Sanctuary based in Texas. Never be sorry you're back. Just jumping. Yeah. Lots of animals. Oh, good. Everybody subscribe to everybody. Weed, California. Well, I'm still kind of in the Dunsmuir area, but they kind of, hello, Susan. Hello, hello. What? Not quite. That's a good question, Michelle. Do you have the mosaic hat tutorial? Haha! We're back! Yay! Yeah, mule! Thank you, Michelle, for giving me another rabbit hole to go down. Oh, yeah. Well, it sure is nice here. 65-degree t-shirt weather. You know what, Leslie, I wish I could too. I wish they'd come out with those autonomous trucks. Is that how you say it? Down in the valley. Yeah. Hey, there's AZ Mort Squad. I know you guys. They're in Arizona. Hello, AZ Mort Squad. How you been? Oh, it is so nice to get out of the truck without having to put on 6 layers of clothing and heavy boots. I get out in my regular, Georgia boots, cowboy boots, in a t-shirt. Take that puppy for a walkie. We like that, huh, do we? It's like, yeah, we like that, Mama. We like that a lot. Is it MJ's Off the Hook that has that? Hello, Lisa. Rated for -20 today. Yeah. I don't have gloves that are rated for -20. Because they can, freaky. Just to keep you, it's kind of like just keeping a list of friends, you know? Now, Chris, if I remember right, you're in Pennsylvania. I always forget where everybody is. And I know that my first Thanksgiving that I was driving truck, I was actually Western New York. Okay, over in that area. I know that in Pennsylvania over Thanksgiving, that first year I was driving, that was a cold. I mean, I'm used to, getting below 0 all the time, in Colorado, but that's a semi-arid climate. Yep, that's where we're at. Oh, I bet it is in Australia, because it's summer for you guys, right? Maybe coming into fall pretty soon. Yeah, so, I had below 0 weather in Colorado with 5-foot drifts in my driveway. But that, that moisture content in weather that cold up in Pennsylvania, that goes right through your bones. That was so cold. Nana Michelle does too? Okay, I'll have to check her out. I will check her out. Okay, so we're going by this little butte. I missed that. Always have at least one mindless blanket going. Hasn't been much of a summer here in Queensland. Huh. So we got this, I think they call this Black Butte that's right in front of us here. Pretty sure that's what it's called. Hi, Valerie. Yep, we're in Northern California. No, I didn't finish the thermal stitch cowl. I set it aside while I'm in warm weather. I'll be motivated again when I'm headed east again. Back onto Aunt Martha's blanket, which is the priority right now. And I had to rewind, I had to untangle some yarn, which there are a couple other yarn things that I'm going to have to untangle for it. And but I got this one section of yarn that I had frogged out. It is untangled, so that'll make things easier. Oh, okay. See, I've never been there. That's a continent I would really like to explore. Yeah, I wasn't a fan of it either. I started to crochet the other night in Zoom when we had our Zoom. I think it was Friday night, and yeah, I had to stop crocheting and untangle my yarn. I even had to cut my yarn in order to get it done. So I got myself a nice pretty wound up ball that I'll be crocheting from for several rows, and then I have another tangled mess to redo. Yeah, well, this is, I want to keep that same length of color, same color, the it's a cake, and it's mint macaroon, and it's got colors in a certain order, and I want to maintain that order throughout the whole blanket. So yeah, that makes it complicated. It's below 0 Celsius. Wow. Yeah. I think cutting yarn is a good thing. I also think, I know you guys will be horrified at this and you may throw rocks at me. It's okay to throw yarn away. It is okay to throw yarn away. I know some people, they wind up every single little tail and scrap and then try to use it in something. I don't. Mostly because I'm living so minimalist. You have done that once or twice. It is okay to throw away yarn. And we're going to talk about in one of my videos. I know, Steph. Like, I have come up on squares that I was doing at one point when I was first learning how to crochet. It kept getting so knotted up. I checked it out of anger. Yes. Tossing. So I even had these old squares, these granny squares that I did that were they were terrible. They were full of mistakes. They were done with care and Simply Soft. And I did them years ago when I was relearning how to crochet again. And when I came across them about a year or two ago, I'm like, oh no. And I took that whole thing and just chucked it in the garbage. Just got rid of it. I know, horror of horrors. Horror of horrors. I chucked all of those squares. There were probably 60 of them. Hello, Laura Lee. Hello, hello. Yes, there were probably 60 squares. Granny squares I had done. And what the heck? Get your kid back in the car. Shame on you people. Get your kid in the car before I drive by and slap him. That's ridiculous. Anyway, sometimes I will chuck, but I usually keep to use for, oh yeah, and I've done that. I have used it for amigurumi stuffing, but I don't do a lot of amigurumi, so I have learned how freeing it is. And I found a couple things. You know, when I went through some really old yarn stuff, oh my goodness, I'm like, what was I making here? And I just grabbed it all and threw it in the garbage. Threw it in the garbage. And then, you know, when you have a project that isn't quite, it can be so satisfying to kill and bury it. Yes. Well, and these were projects that I did years ago, full of mistakes, because I was such a rookie, and, you know, they were great practice. It was a great learning step. It really was. So there was value in all that work that I did. Value. But now, years later, it's like, okay, I am not going to burden myself with this. Because to me, it's kind of an emotional burden. So I just chucked it in the dumpster. And I've done that with a couple of old projects. It's just like, okay, I'm not going to do this. I'm done with it. And I have, you know, frogged them and then rewound them like around the skein that I was working from and given that away. But, you know, sometimes we were in a situation where that stuff was stored and maybe mice got into it, whether I knew it or not. I'm like, just in case, I'm not going to give this to somebody and make them sick with, what's it called? The Heffa virus, when there's mice and rodents. Conversation piece. No, that's a great thing to make. That is great. Do you just wrap? I have thrown yarn away because I bought it a yard smell and it smells and that's dead people's yarn. That is dead people's yarn. They serve their purpose. Now to be free of them. Exactly. It is very freeing to throw it away. Currently making my second 7-day Afghan by the course. Oh, cool. Yeah, so I want to know about this big ball of yarn. Are you tying the ends together, or are you just like wrapping the new yarn around the ends where it ended before? I'm gonna go. Okay, see you later, Jen. I was glad to see you. The 7-day Afghan. I'm gonna go see that. Yes, that is a great idea. That is great. Never buy yarn that smells. I have some dead people yarning, I'm sure. Yes. I would really like to see your yarn ball. Dead people's yarn. You know, and I have found a couple sources for donating yarn to. Of course, I will inspect the yarn and make sure that it isn't, you know, Hefevirus. Hantavirus yarn. You got it. Yes. Bye, Ivy. Oh, yeah. Bye, Jen. I'm sorry. I was saying goodbye to the... Yes, you know, I don't know. Hantavirus, that scares me. If there are mouse droppings anywhere near that yarn, it is going in the garbage. It is going in the garbage. Hantavirus. I have yarn I'm not allergic to but refuse to touch it. Gives me the willies. Throw it away! Throw it in the garbage and make room for more yarn. Get rid of it. I tie the ends together and usually cover them with the new yarn. Nice. Nice. I gotta shut that off again. Nice. Throw it away, freaky. We're with you. You got it for Christmas. Throw it away. Donate it. Toss it. Be free of it. Exactly. Oh my goodness, get rid of it, freaky. Do it, do it, do it. Hey there, Paula. Hello, hello. Hello. You have permission to that great idea. I love that. I love that. But I get donated yarn so often that has little brown pellets in it. Like, oh, that's no. I mean, seriously, it's more important to worry about getting to heaven, right? Yes, that is a great idea. 17 totes of yarn. Are you on a ban now? You need to work on that scorched earth challenge. Oh, yeah. Yep. Okay, so we're coming down into the Wairika, California area. And then after Wairika, we're going to start climbing and climbing and winding and winding. We might have some more buffer zones there. We'll call them buffer zones rather than dead zone. I got to look at this truck. Is that? Nope, not my old truck. Every time I see it, an international truck, night transportation, I'm looking for my old truck. I checked the truck number. I saw it 3 or 4 times running up and down I-5 about 2 or 3 months after I started with this company, but then I started going other areas. Yep. All right, which challenges are you doing? Because there are some great ones out there. There are some great ones. There's Charmed Grammy Crochet. She's got that one calendar one. Hello, Sylvia. We're doing good. Thank you, thank you, thank you. We're on our way. Well, football tomorrow. Okay, so who is it, Kate, Chris? Who's playing? I haven't been keeping up. It seems to me there were 2 playoff games coming up. Kansas City was one of them. Kansas City and Cincinnati. And what did you say? They are tied in the 4th. Oh, okay. So is there another playoff game still yet to be played between 2 other teams? I just don't pay attention. Or did those other 2 teams already play? Where are we at? Where are we at in the playoffs? Is what I'm asking. I've got to know. And see, and this is how I follow football. I just hear from everybody else how the game went. Oh, I see, for your kids for winter. Well, I'm telling you, that Scorched Earth Challenge will help you with that. Okay, tonight is my son's team, 49ers and Rams. The Niners will have my son on field. Oh, nice! So I will root for the 49ers. There are also smokers who do not tell people they smoke and sell their yarn and finish that. Oh yeah, it smells bad. It's an update, yes. So keep us informed, Chris. I am literally, I'm on the edge of my seat. I'm in part of the truck. Woosah, time to relax. Time to relax. Die-hard Ram fan, and my son was a die-hard 49ers fan. Well, I'm going to stick with your son. Doesn't matter to me which one wins. I'm just, I root for Kansas City whenever there's a team to choose from to root for, and Kansas City's one of them. That's who I'll pick because that was my husband's team. So, I'm all about Kansas City. I'm sure your son wants the 49ers in the Super Bowl. I love down from, you leave Weed and you come down here to the Wairika area. It's called the Scorched Earth Challenge 22. All one word. Scorched Earth Challenge 22. Yeah, I'm not wrong. I mean, I like to watch. What I love to do is put on a NASCAR race on Sunday afternoons, you know, in between church services. Thank you, Susan. It is a nice drive today. So in between church services on Sunday, I like to put the NASCAR race on TV and just putter around, clean house, crochet. Did you? Good job, Chris. Good job. I failed miserably. So hashtag all one word, Scorched Earth Challenge 22. So it's getting rid of something completely. So I have a list I have a list, and it's a hashtag that you can search for on YouTube of the projects that I will get done in 22. And I started this in 21 and I failed miserably. I'm still working on the same blanket I was working on when I started this. So I renewed it for 2022, Scorched Earth Challenge 22. And several people are joining me. And some people are like, they're going to get rid of so much yarn out of their stash. Or, I mean, the ultimate goal would be to get rid of all projects, get all projects completed or frogged out, and then use up or give away or sell or donate or do something with all the yarn in your stash and come down to zero. Well, I should have started it back then. Maybe I'd be halfway through it by now. And so many people did a really good job on it. More yarn. You know, we were talking about yarn bands and yarn diets and Scorched Earth, and she's got to get more yarn. That's funny. Yeah, so ideally you get rid of everything. You just come down to nothing. You know, you completed the projects, or you've given things away or sold them or whatever, and then so you can start at a Scorched Earth, meaning nothing. It would take me, I know, but you know what? I found that in my case, it's a matter of just plugging away at it, whether I meet the year-long goal or not. So my goal is to complete all these projects that I have started. So I have a list of projects I know where they're at, and my goal for 2022 is to complete these projects. Yep, I hate that too, Freaky. Oh, there you go, Stephanie. Well, you're in a good position then to do the Scorched Earth Challenge. Then think of all that room you'll have for more yarn. Wouldn't that be great, though? I love being naked, Marley. I just can't do it in my position. Hello, Diane. I can't be that way in my profession. Although some people do. Okay, Freaky. Have a good rest of your Sunday. I was just going to say, Chris, when are you back? I need an update on Kansas City. Who are they playing? Cincinnati? Is that who you said? Who are they playing? Well, that's what... Hello, Jackie from the UK. Commercial. Oh, my goodness. Well, that's a good reason to do the Scorched Earth Challenge. But think about Casey in Cincinnati. But think about if you sold some of that yarn, if you donated a bunch of it, then you'd have room for all new yarn. There you go, getting your stash down. It's freeing. It is so freeing. Free yourself. Then you can start all over and get more. I hope you guys don't mind. In Kansas City, okay. Hope that noise isn't too annoying. Oh, I will. Yeah. Well, then you're already well started on the Scorched Earth Challenge. from Amazon. Amazon's fast, but you can't always find what you're looking for on there. I don't work from a stash. I only buy yarn for specific projects, and I usually start them along with all the other started projects. So I don't have like a yarn inventory. That yarn I'm using on the cowl is just like Karen Simply Soft. And you know what? That thermal stitch works up really nice in that. I'm very happy with how that's working up. Look, a motorhome. Oh, I'm so jelly. I want to be in my motorhome. Yeah, I don't like buying to stash. Still 21 to 21. How many minutes left in the quarter? In the whole game. You know, Michelle, Laura from Mad Mimi's Crochet and Farming started to do that once. Oh, that's good. 13 minutes, 11. When will I be retired? Not soon enough. Not before 65, that's for sure. Well, see, and I'm not in a position where I can crochet nearly as much as I'd like to. I'm really limited on the time I have to crochet. Even when I'm home. You know, I get up in the morning and I've got things that I have to do each day when I'm home to get ready to go back out on the road. So the only time I really crochet when I'm at home is at the crochet get-together that I host there at the church building, and in the evenings when I sit up in bed and run Netflix or Prime Video or whatever. Made it to Grenada. I wish I was retired, but it's going to be a while. Now, when I was training horses and giving riding lessons, there was so much downtime that I got a whole lot more crocheting done. And that's where I really, you know, sharpened my skills. By crocheting all that time. And being broke. But then I started driving truck, and it's been tough ever since. It doesn't matter how tired I am tonight, I am going to work at least one full row on Aunt Martha's blanket before I crash. Famous last words. Okay, so I call this area right here by Grenada, I call it Cow Valley, and I'll show you guys in a minute why I call it Cow Valley. Not because there's a bunch of Angus out here. I quit working and the VA finally got my spouse 100% disabled. Getting paid now. We moved and bought our own house. Not a lot of extra money, but lots of time, yes. It's my therapy, and it's, yes, exactly. Hello, Joyce. I just love, you know, what I don't like is having yarn sitting around not getting any attention. I hate that there is yarn stored in my life that isn't getting any attention when it could be put to such better use by someone who is going to do it. All on sale. Awesome. And so it bothers me. It just bothers me that there's yarn sitting there, projects sitting there that aren't getting done. And to me, that's dishonoring that yarn. That somebody else could make good use of it. Okay, can you guys see this up on the right side of the freeway? Somebody made a couple of metal sculptures right there of a cow and a calf. And that is why, right there, there it is. That is why I call this Cow Valley. Now, when I get down here, I'm going to go through Wairika, and then I'm going to climb up out of Wairika, and there will be a metal sculpture like that of a dragon that I named Elliot. Oh my! Not to open any new yarns until I finish all my scraps. Oh, good thing. Good deal. We were talking about throwing away scraps. You are not a bad person if you throw away scraps. It's okay. You have permission. So anyway, I call this valley on this side of Wairika Cow Valley because of that cow sculpture. That they needed 4 baby blankets for their friends. Went to my stash, not a store. Well, that's great. That's great. I am not in a position to do that because there's no room for a stash, and any yarn stashed in my life would just sit there because I have so many other projects going on. So anyway, so this is Cow Valley, and then the next valley we will peak a little hill and start going down into that valley. That would make a great quilt, though. The scrap quilts are great. So, anyway, on the other side of Wairika, there's a rusty old metal sculpture made out of scrap metal that looks like a dragon. And I named that dragon Elliot, and I call that valley the Dragon Valley or Elliot's Valley. Just little things we do to entertain ourselves out here on the road. So that was Cow Valley, and that tells me I'm getting closer to Oregon. Because those mountains right in front of me with all the clouds over them, we got a cloud cover now. I climbed those mountains, and at the peak of Mount Ashland, well, before I peak Mount Ashland, I'll be in Oregon. I made a rug from my scrap yarn hanging. Leftover pieces, decent size, not foot longs. Cool. See? And I feel like, you know, if the scraps are, you know, if you're using those scraps to make things, that's amazing. Get the projects done. That's what Scorched Earth is really all about, is getting the projects done. All right, hugs to you. Thank you, Sandy, for joining us. It must be late there. Let me guess. Hey, I got to guess. 2:40, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. It's 10:41 p.m. there. Am I correct? I think I got it figured out. It's 8 hours from, or 10:41. No, 12. Is it 10:41 p.m. there? In Australia? Maybe I'm going the wrong direction. 9:40 a.m. So I got to go the other direction. Gotcha. See, I was way wrong. Okay, 8:40 a.m. in Brisbane. Okay. I have started making scraptastic moving bags and using a tutorial from Yarn Geek's channel. 6 strands. Yes. Great way to use up standard skeins, and the bags can be... Okay, so let me tell you a story about that. Oh, that's cool. Finch Corner. Okay, so we always called those Kayla blankets, where she would take 6 to 8... Yes. 6 to 8 skein, you know, strands of yarn, and she would use any kind of yarn. It didn't matter what size or eyelash yarn, t-shirt, blanket, fine sock yarn, whatever, roving, smooth. She would just take 6 strands and a huge crochet hook that just took up her whole hand. And she would crochet blankets with those, and they were so beautiful. I mean, it was just a double crochet blanket done in rows. And then when she ran out, when one strand ran out, because all the strands were different lengths, so when a strand ran out, she just, hooked on a strand of another kind of yarn, and they were gorgeous. They were works of art. I would like to see more people do that. I call them Kayla blankets because that was her name, is her name. She's still around somewhere. And now we're making our crochet get-togethers kind of like a yarn swap. People are bringing their stash and trading, take some, leave some. Yeah, that's how you do your rugs. That is also 5-strand is one blanket that is using DK and fingering. That is so cool. See, I think it's cool also that you guys are controlling your sizes. 2 or 3 strands. Yeah, she did like 6 or 8 strands at a time, and the biggest crochet hook I've ever seen. I mean, it took up her whole hand. It was almost a diameter of a coffee cup. Not quite, but almost. We love Kayla blankets. So this is the little town of Wairika. There's a nice little spot to park here that I like to stay at when I run out of clock here. But I still have 3 hours and 30 minutes left on my clock, and I'm gonna probably run it out. Let's get back up to 65. Of course, it's 55 for trucks here in California, so I'm constantly, I'll kick on the cruise for a while, and depending on the, what I see around me, I'll kick it off and slow down. Hi! Self-stitched. Good to see you. So right here I'm going to kick it back up to 65, and I'll run consistently 65 in Oregon. Here it's kind of it's a gamble. You really got to be careful. And you gotta, slow down for certain conditions, because there are many times they'll let you go by knowing that a lot of these trucks are governed at 65. They'll let them go. But if you're in a heavy traffic situation or something's going on and you're doing 65, they're gonna come after you. Or if they're just in the mood to write another ticket, they will come after you. I get to Rice Hill, I'll walk the dog. Well, I'll get fuel first. I'll walk the dog, and then I will go in and I'm going to get some pork rinds and some water. I gotta have pork rinds for munching. That's cool. I want to see that yarn ball. I have driven. Hello, Tracy. How are you? We are on our way to Rice Hill, Oregon tonight. We're in Northern California right now. Dead Woman's Acrylic Scraps. Yeah, so no, all trucks have out-of-state plates usually. Okay, so I have driven many times east and west. When I was with my first company, we went, all over the U.S. There's only a small handful of states I've never been to, mostly in the Northeast. It's good to see you, Tracy. I'm honored that you joined my live. You know what? I've done the same thing, Lorelei. That's right. Tracy is 8 hours ahead of the West Coast. That's right. That's who's 8 hours ahead, not Australia. That's where I got mixed up. Yeah, so I used to, and then with night transportation, a couple of times, I went to Florida and back. Once I went to Massachusetts. That was great. I got to meet up with Crystal's Coffee, Crochet, and Cuddles. I met up with her in Connecticut. But with this company, we only go to Denver. And sometimes we go, I think some people actually make some Phoenix runs. But yeah, Western 11 states only. Tracy, it is so nice to see you. We haven't contacted each other in a while. Very good to see you. Come on over, Five Rivers. I'm gonna turn on my flashers because we're gonna go slow up this hill. Yeah, mule. You can do it. Go, go, go. It has been a while. Good to see you. Very nice. We are just climbing out of Northern California into Southern Oregon. We'll hit that Oregon line here pretty quick. Then I've got another 154 miles to go. A bomb? I'm afraid to ask. She doesn't feel like doing some work. She wants to chat with us about dead people's yarn. Dirty bomb. She pooped. She is a kitty. Yarn that gets donated by a dead person's family members. Yeah, that guy's going pretty fast. Or yarn that you buy in bulk at a yard sale. They usually have some mouse poop in them, some mouse dirty bombs. Dead people's yarn. Yeah! Oh, YouTube is awful that way. That we shouldn't be afraid to throw away some yarn. There is yarn that just needs to be thrown away. Yeah, another source for yarn. Like, I need to buy more yarn, which I probably will. What did they do to Madonna? See? Oh, yeah. Oh, I see. The unsub thing. Yeah. unsubscribed to so many YouTube channels that I wouldn't even know if they unsubbed me. They purged her and Chris. Wow. I think I'm still getting notifications. That's what I did, all those blankets and sent for the vets. That's awesome. Yeah, absolutely. Okay. Going down the hill, and then we're going to go up the hill, and then down the hill, and up the hill. And then when we come down one more time, then we'll be flat for a while, going through Medford, Oregon. We're going to go through the area. Oh, that is my lorry. That was the flashers, the hazards, for when I'm climbing those hills and lorry. I love that. My lorry. It's not you, Tracy. It's these remote areas where the service is spotty. It'll start buffering. I'm starting to call them the buffer zones. I did. I'm back. Am I back? Am I back? Am I here? Am I back? Yay, I'm back. You know, I haven't seen a notification from Madonna for a while, so maybe I better check that. Good deal. It'll probably do it again before we get into Medford. Oh no, Chris! Oh, everybody say a prayer for Kansas City. Tracy, it has happened. I forgot that I had my Bluetooth hanging around my neck, and it was still connected to the phone. When I hopped out to, I don't know what it was, I think it was fueling. Yeah, I was fueling, and I still had my Bluetooth around my neck that was connected to the phone, and it seems like I dropped an F-bomb. I'm like, oh! I'm going to have to check Madonna. I'm not sure that I'm still sub to her, and I need to be, I mean, it's a thing. We all have to be subscribed to Madonna. You know that South Dakota, where she lives, is a state that I haven't been to yet. Of all the states that I've been running in, but you didn't hear. I hope not. Well, actually, I think I was in Zoom. And I'm like, oops, sorry, ladies. Oh, I'll shut that noise off. Sorry, ladies. I did call someone an idiot in Ogden, Utah the other day. Went through a buffer zone. You're are driving on the wrong side of the road. Oh, thank you, honey. Yeah, I've never been. So this river over here on the right, just so you know, is the Klamath River. Oh, look at that. Is that CHP over there on the right? I think it is. No? Yeah? I don't know what that meant. Yep, that's some kind of police officer. Wrong side of the road. You know, I watch those trucking shows from Australia, and it freaks me out. They are just going, and they are on the edge of their seat going as fast as they can, and they're on the wrong side of the road. It freaks me out. Yeah, I'm back again. Yeah, I just crossed over the Klamath River. That's the Klamath River over there to the right of the freeway. Oh, that's a good idea. Yeah, that'll kind of refresh you. Okay, dude, you go right ahead. You didn't see that CHP sitting there in a pickup truck off to the right? You go, super trucker. Hope he doesn't come after you. I'll flash that guy my headlights so he knows he... I know, it is freaky. You know what, Tracy, I did want...
Head north on I-5 North.
Okay, so back... What year was it that I went overseas? 2000, 2001? I was flying to Qatar, so I flew over to, I was actually in London, and I did a day layover there, and I loved it. Yes. And then I got on Qatar Airlines and flew into Qatar. Ooh, a 2,600 mile round trip, and the truckers go really fast. Yeah, I watch those Australian trucking shows, and it seems like they are going like as fast as that truck will go. Sometimes with 3, 4, 5 trailers. Oh, 2,600 clips. Yes. And to me, they're on the wrong side of the road. And that just, I'm closing my eyes most of the time. But they're good drivers. They're good drivers. They're going at top speed. And they're passing each other. Oh my goodness, when they pass each other. Oh, time to take my vitamins. Oh, yeah. Okay, here go the flashers again, because I'm going so slow. Rayos Trucking, Ontario, Oregon, or Ontario, California. 110 clicks per hour, and they pass me. See, that's just crazy. They go at like the fastest they can go. Yeah, I just don't get that. You know, I've been taught to drive with patience. I don't lollygag around, you know, but I'm not trying to go my top speed every single second that I'm on the road. I'm not going to do that. I think that's a dangerous state of mind. Yeah, and I tell people, is your truck underpowered or heavy load to go that speed? Well, I'm not bad. I'm kind of a middleweight right now. I'm not real heavy. Maybe low to middleweight. So I can go up these hills faster than some of the others because they're heavy. But I just don't get, you know, we're getting a little bit of traffic right here. So I just kind of hang back till everything clears out. Then I'll kick it back up again. Here's Hornbrook. I just love it through here. I just think this is the best California has to offer right here. You are too old to drive that far. Well, wrong thing to say. Yes, exactly. I mean, I'm 52 years old and I try to drive 500 plus miles a day. Okay. Come on over, dude. Skylink. Oh, Tracy. Well, happy birthday if I don't see you between now and then. Hi, Maribel. Yeah. Oh my goodness, they're going into overtime. I just can't stand it. Oh my goodness. Ah! Come on. And who has the ball? Chris? Oh, I can't stand it. I can't look. I can't look. peeking through my fingers at nothing. Yeah, Boise and Seattle. Yeah. You don't know who's going to have the ball first? Oh my goodness. Oh, do they? Oh my goodness. Come on, Kansas City. For Wayne's sake. For my poor old Wayne. In London, there wasn't shoulder space, so many of the roads basically just fit the car with not much wiggle room on either side. Wow. Holding for flip. So Tracy, this just happens to be some of the outer areas where I drive. You should see when I drive through Wyoming. It is even more desolate. Casey has the ball first. Woohoo! Coin toss. Coin toss, Tracy, for American football. They're going into overtime. They're playing to find out who's going to the Super Bowl. I'm getting excited, and I haven't seen a football game in 3 years. Yeah, I know. It's not that big of a deal over there, and it's not that big of a deal to everybody over here. I'm getting excited though, and I haven't, like I said, was my nemesis back in the day. I was glued to football. Well, my late husband, Kansas City was his team, so I always picked them for his sake. Okay, Mountain Valley Express, go boy, go boy. Yes, you guys have soccer, and that
head north on I-5 North.
Even bigger than American football. It is huge. They're playing Cincinnati. Okay, now we're going to start climbing Mount Ashland to get over into Oregon. So we might have some buffer zones. We'll see if I get pulled into the... Yeah, my ears will pop, Tracy. But man, you should see when I drive across Wyoming, it is flat. And it is flat for like centuries. That's what western Kansas and eastern Colorado are like too. But I'll get up here to Medford and there will be some traffic. It shouldn't be too bad because it's Sunday. And then up through...
head north on I-5 North.
Roseburg is where Nan's Next Knots. Nancy, yeah, it's warm here. It's like 60, 65 degrees. So Nancy from Nan's Next Knots, we're all gonna wave at her as we go by. Oh my goodness. It's not that important. It's just football. Okay, so I'm now going faster. Oh, you went to see Spider-Man today. I like Spider-Man. So yeah, I'm light enough that I'm going to pass these guys that just passed me. Yeah, mule. Oh, good. Well, I was going to pass them, and this guy decided to wait till the last minute to pull out in front of me. Well, then he kicked it up. Now he's going faster than me. He was going slower than me, and so I went to pass him, and he decided to pass that other guy by pulling out in front of me. Oh, a spa day. I haven't had a spa day in years. I miss it. I would really like a manicure and a pedicure and a facial and a trim. I would love a spa day. That is awesome, Susan. I hope you have a great time with your daughters. So now he's slowed down again, and I'm going to pass him on the right if he doesn't hurry up. My friend Sandra. I bet that sea looked lovely. My friend Sandra, she feeds her squirrels so much. They are fat butterballs. And you know how quick squirrels can be? They dart here, they dart there, that kind of thing. Not Sandra's squirrels. They're too fat to dart anywhere. And I tease her, I'm like, Sandra, those squirrels are so fat.
Head north on I-5 North.
Yeah, I don't like that when the sun is really low. I had a real hard time yesterday making my delivery because of the sun. But it was nice. It was so nice. There. Got that taken care of. Okay, down around the corner, climb another hill, and we'll be in Oregon. Well, there's a billboard for that wildlife safari. See, that's another thing I'd like to drive the yard bus to, is the wildlife safari. I think that would be so fun. Exit 119 in Oregon. Winston, Oregon. Here we go. Probably gonna lose some speed going up the hill, but oh, that sun is making everything so nice. Yes, the sky is very blue except for some of the chemtrails and the wispy clouds. Sandra's the same way. They are pretty much pets. So funny. Every time I go to Albertsons, I get her a bag of squirrel food. So funny. Oh, those little Kubota tractors on the back of this guy's flatbed. I have load envy.
Welcome to Oregon.
Yeah, I used to, okay, we're now in Oregon. Do we feel different? We just crossed the state line. Yeah, I used to talk to my cats in their language. Because I read several articles about what different sounds mean in cat language, and I tried to mimic that. I had very close relationships with my cats. And then one day, Dan Fraser walked in the back door with 2 puppies in his arms. And when I saw that little blue one, I lost it. And that was in, freedom! And that was in 2009, in July, when that little baby came to me. And there he is, right there. Hi, baby. Hi, baby. How are ya? How are ya? Little baby dog. It's like, are we there yet? Yeah, that was my baby right there. He was just such a little blue ball of yummy. Oh, I better get rid of that noise. Little blue ball of yummy right there. Yeah, he's still a little blue ball of yummy. Yeah, him. And I have been head over heels in love ever since. I think my husband even got a little jealous. Yeah, who me, Mama? Did I say who me? Now I owe him some goodies, some treats. So we're in Oregon. We're still climbing this hill. We got to climb Mount Ashland here. This is Mount Ashland that we're climbing here. It's going to be a couple of curves and a lot of slowdown. Oh, Chris. Oh, that is heartbreaking. But thank you for letting me know. Isn't Dooley a good-looking boy? He's such a good-looking puppy. Well, I'm down to 44 miles an hour. Here we all go now. Seeing there's a whole line of trucks in the right lane. Well, even in the left lane going up this hill. So this guy that's passing me right now on the left, obviously he is a lot lighter than I am. Yeah, let's everybody make noise and distract Cincinnati. Pretty up here, and I think there's a ski resort up here at the top of Mount Ashland. I've never seen it. It must be just off the freeway enough. Yeah, maybe they can. We can all cross our fingers and pray for that. I'm sorry, Wayne, it doesn't look like oh well, it's just football. Whoa, dude. Cats can be very chatty. And yeah, I think we do get to where we understand them. Especially if you read about, you know, what the different noises mean. Thank you. Thank you, Michelle. Come on, Kansas City. Okay. Yep. A lot of those guys. Hello, Spring. A lot of those guys are in a hurry. I guess I'm just going to slow down and stay in this lane. I don't need to pass these guys. Yeah. I was a Denver fan, except was a Green Bay fan, and it could get pretty heated. Oh, the X was, oh, I gotcha. You know, drum roll for kick. Psych, distract, miss. Denver hasn't had a team for a while. Oh, Cincinnati wins. Okay, thank you, Chris, for keeping us updated. Boo hiss, yeah. Okay. Yeah, I was a Denver fan. Well, especially because I lived there. But they just really haven't had a team for many years. I haven't really been a fan since Tim Tebow left. Love Tim Tebow. Great guy. I needed to brush my teeth a little bit. They were feeling a little fuzzy. I'm going to do some live streaming on my channel, Rock City, so we get some... I don't have that. Oh, okay. Well, hopefully I make it. Hopefully I make it. Oh, we just lost the good... Well, I just brushed them. They feel better now. Now I'm going to slow down because this is Mount Ashland, and we have several miles of downhill right here. Whenever Dee says the word squirrel, my Murphy comes running. Tell me where. He goes looking out the window. Yeah, Dooley knows that word too. And he knows bunny and kitty. He knows what all those words mean. Oh, I'm in a fight with this thing again. Okay. Yeah, gotta use my Jake brake coming down this hill so that I don't touch the brakes the whole way down. That's the goal, is to go down these hills without touching the brakes. You know, he does a lot of things like that. I've seen a lot of different kind of charity things like that. Well, Spring, my Jake brake is muffled, so it doesn't sound like that. You know, that those real trucks sound like when they pull their Jake brakes. Come on, thing. Get tightened up again. Okay, there we go. That's better. Yeah, my Jake brake is very quiet. A Jake brake is an engine compression brake. What it does is it uses compression on the engine to slow down the engine, rather than using the brakes, the service brakes, and burning them up going down the hill. Up there on rock steady, and I need to, oh good. No, it doesn't downshift. It uses, you know, I don't exactly know how it works. It does not downshift. It just slows something in the engine. It slows the engine RPMs down, but it doesn't shift. Truck farting. Yeah. This one is very muffled. This one doesn't make that fun Jake brake noise. Yes, there are a lot of trucks out here. Trucking is how, you know, this is a very consumer-driven, you know, economy here. And the products in these trucks drive this country. Yes, so it keeps, like if I was using the brakes only, hello, Lulu's Treasure Trove. Yeah, yep. They do that because if we use the brakes going down these hills with all this weight, this big of a piece of machinery, those brakes will start smoking, then they catch on fire, then the truck and trailer catch on fire, and everybody's running. Yeah, I wish they would understand. Don't touch your brakes. Just use the Jake. And you know what? The newer pickups, the newer diesel pickups have their own version of a Jake brake on them. Oh, it's like someday when I'm a real grown-up, I might own one of those pickups. My 2004 diesel. Oh yeah, my 2004 diesel, it doesn't have one of those new pickup Jake brakes on them. But that would be so cool for some of those bigger trailers I used to pull with it, those bigger loads of hay on it. Here we go. This guy's going to pass me. I just do about 45 miles an hour down this hill. And I feather the Jake brake up and down. Yes, I have one of those cool horns. Hang on a second. Hang on a second. I'm going to let this guy get past me so he doesn't think I'm honking at him. Because there's nobody behind me for a little ways. Let me slow way down. That's the air horn. Okay, we'll get rid of this person. There we go. Thank you. It's very loud. It is so cool. My mom's diesel pickup is a 1-ton, and it has a jake brake on it. Very cool. And you know, I love it when kids are standing out there and they're pumping their arms up and down to get us to pull the air horn. We love that. We love that. And like the little ranch where I used to give riding lessons right before I started driving truck, they're about a quarter mile off the side of the freeway there in Idaho. And one time, yeah, they can't make the corner. So one time I was texting the guy who runs the ranch, and I told him, here I come, I'm gonna honk when I go by. And when I did, all the kids were out in the driveway pumping their arms up and down, and I was honking. That was a good day. Hi, Wanda. I saw you were in Dee's Live. We were both trying to win something in there. Oh, it's illegal in New York? That's terrible. We do that all the time. I would have done it in New York. I wouldn't have known the difference. What do you think, puppy dog? He's awake. He's awake. Oh, the teddy bear and Phantom 409. It's like, don't they have better things to create laws for? So here's Ashland, Oregon. This is where the Oregon Shakespeare Festival is. Coming down into the Rogue River Valley. This valley is where my husband grew up. Try to get this right again. Okay, Tracy. It was good to see you. Thank you for joining us. It was fun to have you here with us. And I hope you get those hours on the Rocks chat. I know what happens is like some kid will be in the back seat pumping his arm and his parents won't know it. Oh, it is beautiful here. Oh yeah. The Rock Steady channel, yes, she needs some watch hours. Yeah, I hope Gary starts feeling better. Hello, baby dog. It's a lot tighter. Oh, you guys got a streak right in the middle of my windshield is filthy. Maybe I can get that cleaned up a little bit when I get to Rice Hill. Oh, that is bad. I got a bad windshield. Wanda, look at that windshield. I need a truck wash. Yep, this is a beautiful valley, and this is where he grew up. And I always, whenever I'm here, I always feel so close to him. And this is where that gal Terry Lynn, yeah, road film, where her and her husband live, who went to high school with Wayne. And she She's the one who wants me to make her daughter the buffalo check moose hood blanket, which is what got me looking at those Daisy Farm Crafts videos about the plaid and the gingham. So now I have an idea of what to expect when I go to do that pattern for her. She's the one I said, you know, it's going to be a year before, you know, it's a big valley and it's pretty spread out, but, you know, the population isn't like that huge city. I mean, Medford is the county seat, and this whole area is part of the old Applegate Trail, which is one of the, you know, pioneer trails people took to come into Oregon. It is still very historic here. It's a big valley, but the population isn't quite that big. I mean, there's a lot of agriculture here, and the little town just north of Medford, Eagle Point, that's where my husband grew up and went to high school. Yeah. And they all, you know, they go whitewater rafting down the Rogue River, and this is all called the Rogue River Valley. You can see there's a lot of, you know, farmland here. Look what they're growing right there. Huh. Talent, Medford, Central Point. I was going to get fuel at Central Point, but I can go on into Rice Hill and get fuel. Tucumcari, New Mexico. I'm going to take my 34. Only drove 400 miles. You know, you made it quite a ways, though, in a couple days. You did really good. Tucumcari. You know, my husband, because of the old westerns, always wanted to go there. Tucumcari. Because of the, you know, the spaghetti westerns, Clint Eastwood. I've been there. Shut down for the night. Oh, here comes the way station. Let's see if the coop, I didn't even look it up, whether or not the coop is open. It's a Sunday night. Maybe it's closed. That would be good, huh? We do the green light happy dance. Having my supper today. Yesterday was 758 minutes down to the minute. My goodness. What's for dinner tonight, Wanda? In the truck. And did you cook it? Did you order it? Oh, Jocelyn, I'm sorry. Well, you know, I'm here for a long, long time, many hours, so you usually don't miss it. Eagle Mill Road. I bet there's a store. Oh, yeah, it's closed. Whoop, whoop. Chicken coop's closed. Yep. Need to put a shade up in this window because the sunlight is there. It's sunlight. Got the green light, Dooley. We got the green light. Good deal. Woot woot. Air fried steak and sweet potato. Nice. And see, she cooked that in her truck. That is very nice. What a nice dinner. Oh, thank you, Jocelyn. I thought, you know, people would be getting really bored with these. But everybody keeps saying, you know, the ones who liked it are saying that they enjoy this. I'm glad, because I love talking to all of you. Okay, so this exit up here is part of Ashland. truck. Yeah, mule. Yeah, so I got all that on Friday, you know, about, okay, you're going to Sacramento, then you're picking up a load, and you're going down to Southern California, and then you're taking up a load, and you're going to Colorado. Oh, thank you. Oh, I'm so happy. Yeah, so, and then another change. Yes, it does, definitely. Gives me something to focus on. I mean, I'm still focusing on the road, but it's kind of like I do better at focusing on the road because I'm chatting with you guys. Kind of like keeps me more engaged, so I stay, you know, less sleepy and zoned out. So yeah, so then I got another call. I got a call yesterday just before I got to Sacramento, and we're like, change of plans. And I said, you know what? This will be the 4th change in 2 days. I wish you guys would make up my mind. And she's like, yeah. You know, and you can get different sizes. I've got an 8-quart, which seems a little big, but if it was sitting on the counter, you know, in the motorhome, it would be perfect. You can get a 6-quart, you can get smaller. You know, my first one was a 13-quart, and it was way too big for the motorhome. Or for the motorhome would be fine if I was using it in there, but I'll use this one in there. Yeah, it is so easy. Once you get used to using it, it's just like, oh, I never use a microwave anymore. So, but the 8-quart is just right for me. 13-quart was too big. Yeah, I think so. 8-quart, 6-quart, somewhere in there. I love my Chefman, but there are so many different brands out there. I chose this one because it had... You have a 7-quart? See, I think a 7-quart would have been just perfect. Yeah, don't get the smallest one and don't get the biggest one. I think a 7-quart, because this one's just a hair big. Just a hair, but I'm getting it figured out. Wanda, what size is yours? And do you stow it anywhere? Mine is just sitting on the floor. Instant Vortex, it has 3 shelves, but it's just right for me and when Olivia visits, gives me extra. Good. Good. Yeah. Phoenix, 2 miles. Medford, 5. Portland, 279. We'll go through Portland tomorrow. Yeah, how big is your air fryer? Mine's an 8-quart that I replaced the 13-quart with. The 13-quart was just too big. Too big. And how do you stow it? Does it just ride on the floor? Are you able to put it in a cupboard or something? Mine is just right on the floor. I do have a dog food cupboard that I could rearrange and make room for it in there. Whoa! Way to cut me off, dude! These guys, I tell ya. They're just rude and dangerous. I mean, there was no reason for that. We're not in heavy traffic. That's how some of these guys drive anymore. Okay. So we're coming up on Phoenix. Young whippersnappers. You know, some of them aren't that young, but they weren't taught like I was. You know, I think it's great if you got taught by one of the old timers who would teach you how to be patient, how to do it right, how to not waste time without being, you know, dangerous like that guy. I have the Power LX with a 10-inch basket. I bought a shelf, oh, that's nice. But these guys are, you know, learning from these fly-by-night guys who just, you know, decided all of a sudden they wanted to have a truck driving school. And they drive like that. And because of that, that is why you now, as of this year, like in the next month or so, it'll be enacted that you cannot get your CDL unless you go to one of the nation's accredited truck driving schools. Now, I don't like Big Brother being that much involved, but you got less of the good old timers teaching the new drivers how to drive, which, you know, those guys would teach them correctly. You got these fly-by-night companies that just barely opened up shop last week, and they're just barely teaching these guys how to drive. And they're always, you know, sitting up on the edge of their seat, white-knuckled, trying to build, you know, just, they're not safe. They won't hang back when it's time to hang back. And they don't get far out there when they're passing like that guy did. He almost, you know, he just, you know, almost rubbed up against my bumper. Combination microwave, air fryer, convection, roaster oven, tied down in one of the cubby holes. Use it every day. Yeah, and it does stink. So, and you use it right down in that cubby hole, that's great. I wonder if it would fit where my microwave is. And then I could strap down my microwave to the upper bunk like I did in my last truck. And that would create a whole lot more room. I think it may not fit up there. It may be too tall. Wow, that's great. Schneider Trucking. Yep. And now this guy, when he came over, you know, he still probably wasn't textbook far enough away, but it was far enough that it didn't make me uncomfortable. Where that guy before him who passed me just dang near took off my hood mirror. That's how it is out here. Here's South Medford. I remember Wayne and I making a trip to Medford in our Kelly's Crochet Adventures is live. If anybody wants to go say hi to her, tell her hi for me. Anyway, we were down here in my Toyota Dolphin motorhome. And we scooted around town and visited family and ran errands in that little motorhome. That was so cool. I love that thing. We bought it from my dad, who, my dad and I used it a lot to go up and go hunting. It was great. We just take the little pickup with us, so, you know, we'd camp in the motorhome. Yeah, the second guy was way better, way more appropriate distance in front of me. I always make sure, so I have kind of a measuring gauge. My side mirror on the right side, all the way around, I measured to make sure it would fit before. Oh, that's really cool. Oh, you still have your Dolphin? I love my Toyota Dolphin. It was so great. They do. If you do it right, it will get food, you know, not like a deep fried, but like an oven fried. Air frying will make your food crunchy. So anyway, I have a measure. When I pass a truck, I make sure my shoulder blades are both pressed against my seat back. And when I turn my head, I have to be able to see both headlights of that truck that I'm passing before I start to move over. I usually have my turn signal on before that, so it will discourage those four-wheelers from scooting over into the right lane and taking off before I can get over. You can do it without oil, yes. I like it with oil. I enjoy cooking it with oil. I'm using this ghee, G-E-E, and I'm loving it. So right now, okay, so you guys, you know, who knew that I trouble getting my chicken thighs out. I did get one plastic bag of 4 chicken thighs out. And I got out a steak and a thing of pork bellies. And all of them have thawed. And they've all been, coated with ghee. Yeah, G-A-G-E. You're right. So they've all been coated with ghee. I got my Creole seasoning on them. And now the steak and the bellies I have in the little refrigerator. I love it. Isn't it great? And then I put some, I always say this wrong, Worcestershire sauce in with the chicken thighs when I took my 30-minute break. So that is all sitting back there in a bag in the bunk, coming up to room temperature with the ghee and the Creole seasoning and the Worcestershire.
In 2 miles, take exit 33 toward Eagle Point.
I'm going to get rid of that. Okay, we're just going to keep on trucking. I'm going to get rid of this. Exit navigation. There we go. Pork bellies? What do you mean, what the heck is pork bellies? It's, I think they make bacon out of pork belly. Homemade chili. Oh, that sounds good. Yes, what we found by using the chrome shelf, it's crispy just like deep fried, but no grease. We spray most things with, yeah. Oh, and avocado oil is awesome. Avocado oil. I have some olive oil in here too. Bye, Paula. So babysitting duties now. Okie dokie. Thank you for being with us, Paula. Yeah, pork bellies are what bacon is made out of. But I like to buy a slab in the spray bottle. Try putting Montreal steak seasoning. Yeah, Montreal is nice. I like Montreal. I like a little A1. I don't do veggies. I don't eat veggies, except for occasionally I'll do a little bit of a couple pieces of broccoli or cauliflower. I have to eat, the only veggies I will eat are those that are very low on the glycemic index. So I'm not doing any corn or carrots. Very sparingly. Yeah, avocado and grapeseed oil along with avocado oil, olive oil. Yes. Yes, veggies are very good in the air fryer, but I'm not a big veggie eater. Oh, Montreal. Yes, Montreal is good. I am really loving this Creole seasoning at the moment. Seasoned salt is a great seasoning. Yeah, see, you can do, a lot of people do all kinds of veggies. Asparagus is good. You know what I love? I love squash. I love like a good, half of an acorn squash with a lot of butter and some Splenda in it. And I throw in a little cinnamon and nutmeg. Yes, I see. And if you, oh yes, adobo squash. Oh, spaghetti squash. It does, yes, I've seen videos on roasted veggies. Potatoes come out so nice. Red Robin on the burgers. Oh, yeah. Brussels sprouts are okay. They're not something that I'll buy. But like when we do potlucks at church, one gal always brings Brussels sprouts cooked up with a cheese sauce on them. And I usually take a bite of those. What kind of squash did you have? Because now I'm craving squash. Adobo is another kind of seasoning. Like you've got Laurie's and Montreal, and I use the Tony's Cajun seasoning. Jocelyn, I like my 8-quart Chefman, and I would recommend it. But it seems like there's another one that starts with a C that is very popular on YouTube right now. Yeah, adobo is a Spanish seasoning. It's very good. What I did was I went on Amazon. Look at this cute little camper in front of me. It's a cutie. I went on to Amazon and I looked up. I just put in red message. I'll call her back. Okay, that's Audrey. Acorn squash. I love sauteed zucchini in butter. Love me some zucchini. I got mine on QVC a few years ago. Find one that has settings and programming that you like. You know, look up air fryer review in YouTube and you will see all kinds of videos. And if you come up with a brand name that, looks like you'd be comfortable with, then go on Amazon and look at the reviews. Butternut squash. Oh, man. Oh, you love my ringtone, Doris? I'm surprised you guys could hear that. Redneck. Little Blake Shelton. Oh, yeah. Love me some squash. I'm not a big fan of Blake Shelton just because of who he is personally. I don't have a very good impression of him. But that is one of my favorite songs ever, even if it is his. I cannot deny that I like a lot of his older stuff. Not all of it. I think he's an overgrown child. But I need that ringtone. You're a little redneck. Redneck. What do you think, Dooley? It's like, I think we're ready for a breakie, Mama. I think we're ready for a breakie. I heard that Auntie No-No's everything seasoning is nice, so well, that's one that I haven't tried. Haven't tried that. Yeah, I would just do a little search. Overgrown child, yes. So he had to marry a child, didn't he? I'm sure she is a lovely person. How that happened, I'm not a fan of how that happened. And I'm a big Miranda Lambert fan, so I got her in the divorce. I got Miranda Lambert in the divorce. And she's no angel either. But of course, I had to choose sides, and I chose hers. Hello, baby. You're kind of ready for a breakie, aren't you? Okay. What time is it? It's almost 4 o'clock. Thank goodness. Okay. Gotta take the baby for a walk. He's ready. I love Miranda Lambert. I love her and the Pistol Annies. Oh my goodness, I listen to the Pistol Annies all the time when I'm driving. Love those girls. And I also listen to the Road Hammers. I'm a road hammer. How do we? Yeah. It's like, no, I'm a road hammer, Mama. Oh, are you getting sleepy? It's almost 6 o'clock, so 4, 5, 6. So you're Central Time Zone. Now you're craving roasted veggies? I'm a road hammer. And I like Tony Justice, Brothers of the Highway. Tony Justice is really good. We're going through an area called Gold Hill. Okay, this person needs to go away now. Yay. I zapped him. Good, you reported him. I don't listen to music. And I am old country. I am so old country. We're talking Tom T. Hall. Old dogs and children and watermelon wine. Patsy Cline, Tanya Tucker, even some Bo Cephas, Waylon Jennings. I listen to some Willie Nelson. I'm not his biggest fan. Whack-a-troll. Whack-a-troll. The music. I can live without TV. Yeah, Johnny Cash, June Carter Cash. Definitely June Carter, even more than Johnny. Yeah, you know, to me, Willie is just an old hippie. Some of his songs I really liked, but I like a lot of 80s and 70s country. Met Waylon once when, oh, how cool is that? Waylon and Jesse. Oh, that just gives me, I get the goose, you know, my heart just, Waylon and Jesse. So cool. You know who has surprised me? Is Hank Williams Jr. the Third. I mean, he likes to do this punk rock garage sounding kind of country that I really don't like. But when that boy sings about the whippoorwill, it gives me goosebumps. It sounds so much like old Hank. I mean, my farrier one time, we were shoeing, having him work on, no, I haven't heard of Home Free, but I should check that. Anyway, my farrier was there and he was working on Spunky, and he says, I want you to listen to this, and I want you to tell me who it is. Well, it was the Whippoorwill song. You know what song I'm talking about. And I said, well, that's Hank Williams. And he says, no, that is Hank Williams the Third. And I'm like, the punk rock garage country kid? And he says, yes. Oh, he's just great. And I love like, there's a couple albums of Alan Jackson's that I'm just in love with. The one that has Papa Top on it and the Blues Man. Oh, I play that Blues Man over and over again. And My Farewell Party. But I tell you who my number one is. Can any of you guess who my number one is? I'll give you a hint. He's the king. He is the king. And as far as I'm concerned, the greatest country music singer on the planet ever of all times. And he's a pretty dang good team roper too. That's right! King George! I have a whole playlist of George. He's the man. And you know what? I like, what's his name that did Amarillo Sky and Flyover States? Oh, I just lost his name. Who did Amarillo Sky and, oh, I love Conway Twitty. Love Conway Twitty and Alabama. Oh, whoop, whoop. No, I'm not, the Elvis was a little before my time. I did grow up listening to some Elvis music, and it was pretty good. Jason Aldean. Okay, so here's the thing with Jason Aldean. He started out really looking to me and sounded to me like kind of, maybe a junior version of the next George Strait. Now I can't stand his music. And I love Jason Aldean. I love Amarillo Sky. I love The Truth. I love Asphalt Cowboy. I mean, that guy started to sound like one of the greats. And now he sounds like pop over country. I love the Oak Ridge Boys. Yes. Yeah, oh, and Conway Twitty. Hello, darling. Oh, George Jones, the other George. Tanya Tucker. I even like some of that Gretchen Wilson. Not all of her. Do you feel the same about Jason? I mean, he could have really become a legend like George Strait. He had the voice for it, and he had the songs coming out to be headed that way. And now I'm really disappointed in these pop country crossover songs. Yeah, oh, hello, darling. Now I've got that in my head. Nice to see ya. Or I'm having daydreams about night things in the middle of the afternoon. Oh yeah. I love all that stuff. You're not a fan of Gretchen's? In the beginning, when Gretchen first, when she was really, at the top of the charts, I have more class than that, and I really don't like this white trash kind of stuff. But now years later, I kind of enjoy it. Now I'll sing to some of Gretchen's stuff. Oh, I know it. I know it. Dirt Road Anthem. Old rock and roll. Yeah, I do like classic rock. I love Patsy Cline, Loretta Lynn, Merle Oh, I love me some Silver Wings. Oh my goodness, Silver Wings. I love it. I even love some old Johnny Horton. Now that's getting old, but oh yeah, I love classic rock and classic country. So I love me some Led Zeppelin, that kind of stuff. What was that song? Surrender. I love some old Cheap Trick, Boston. I love that stuff. Oh yeah. And I still like Bang Your Head. Don Williams and John Conley. I had a double album of Don Williams and John Conley. It was a CD. And when my friend and I were putting in wood floors in my house, oh, Silver Wings, love it. We played that CD as loud as my little stereo would go, over and over again. Oh, Don Williams and John Conley. Conway Twitty's voice. Oh yeah, hello darling. But I do love some classic rock just as much as I love the classic country. Quiet Riot, that's what I was thinking of. I even like some hair bands, because that's the era that I went to school. But I mostly love like Kip Winger and that in the 80s realm. Kip Winger, Steve Tyler of, oh yeah, Reba. See, we don't have very many good female singers anymore. We had Reba. We had Janie Fricke. And who's the one that was always with Keith Whitley? Oh, don't close your... Yeah, I loved Aerosmith. Oh, so many good female singers. The Judds. Oh yeah, I listen to the Judds all the time. Young Love and Mama He's Crazy. Love that stuff. I'm sorry, baby. Did Mama drive by the rest area? I think I did. We'll have to go to the next rest area. Dolly, love Dolly. She did a song called Me and Little Andy. And oh, Alison Krauss, yes. But Me and Little Andy. Oh, I used to sing that song all the time. And Coat of Many Colors. Tell me about the good old days. Oh yeah. Love me some Judds. I'm gonna pack my bags and drop on down. Oh yeah. See, I used to listen to that tape. It was a cassette tape back then of the Judds' greatest hits. And yeah, I don't like Portland. Yeah, today's drive is much nicer. The Judds I would listen to, I'd pop and head out, early Saturday morning for wherever that weekend's high school rodeo was. And I would listen to the Judds the whole way. Genesis, yes. Freddie Mercury, Jefferson Airplane, Moody Blues, and Debris. Oh, and she got Earth, Wind, and Fire, Santana. Oh, and who was it who did Celebration Time? Come on. It's not really rock. It was more like a pop. But who sang that? Who sang that? Mayor? Celebration Time. 13th birthday theme song at the skating rink. Who is that? I can picture them. Who is that? It's called Celebration. They also had a song called September. It was pretty good. It was on the flip side of the 45 of that song. Showing my age. I love all that old rock. In the gang. That's right. Oh my goodness. Yep, those are good. The Commodores, they were good. But Kool and the Gang, I think, sang Celebration in September. Oh, CC Creedence Clearwater Revival. I can never say that. I always have to say CCR. The Eagles. Oh, yes. Roller skating rinks. Oh, my goodness. I spent so much time there. Friday and Saturday nights. I mean, I lived the whole week. Was either for getting ready for a high school rodeo, or if it was off season, the roller skating rink. Oh my goodness. You asked your husband? Oh, skate nights were so fun. Oh my goodness. And then they'd play a little AC/DC. Oh yeah. Elton John, Billy Joel, and the Boss Springsteen. What's her name? Stevie Nicks. Stevie Nicks. Jefferson Airplane. Fleetwood Mac. Yes, Sheryl Crow. And who are the two that sang He's a Magic Man, Mama? I just lost their name. I just forgot their, it's like forgetting my own name. That's my age showing right there that I can't remember her. Yeah, Fleetwood Mac. Oh. Heart, that's right. Loved Heart. And, street lights, people, Steve Perry, and what was the name of his band? Yeah, well, I'm 52. Chicago, Journey. Oh yeah, and I love Chicago. Love the Eagles. Oh my goodness, the Eagles. They were so amazing. Stevie Nicks. Love Stevie Nicks. Fleetwood Mac. Oh, and I loved AC/DC. I still love AC/DC. Judas Priest. Yes, Eagles. Steve Wildwood. Judas Priest. Oh my God. Okay, Michelle. Have a good supper. You never liked heavy metal? I liked it all. ABBA, Boston, Pink Floyd. Yes, I loved it all. And here's a country one. Barbara Mandrell. I remember circling the driving, pulling up and turning down. George Jones. I love Chicago. Oh, heartbreaking songs. Chicago. Oh, that brings back memories. Oh my goodness. The Eagles. I still love the Eagles. Juice Newton. Oh, she's great. Pearl Jam was okay. Pearl Jam was later on. That's not really my... Yeah, no, you know what? It's not everybody's thing. I love Barbara. Oh my goodness, I was just playing one of her songs the other day. It was called Years. I played that, and I played country when country wasn't cool. Oh, Glenn Campbell was kind of cheesy, but he was okay. Now I like Glenn Campbell. Rush played at one of my high school. Oh, are you kidding? Rush. Stevie Ray Vaughan's pretty cool. So I have only been to one concert in my whole life. Oh, I love Pam Tillis. Love Pam Tillis. And who does Clint Black. Put yourself in my shoes. Yeah, love Clint Black. But my only concert that I have ever been to my whole life was the Knack. Oh my goodness. Okay, Joyce. 1988, Boise, Idaho. Georgia's Satellites opened for Hank Williams Jr. Do any of you remember the hit song from Georgia's Satellites? Cher was good. If I could turn back time. Do you remember, anybody remember Georgia's Satellites and the song, the one song? They were kind of a one-hit wonder. Bob Seger, yeah, shake, shake the sugar tree. Feel your love falling. Yep, keep your hands to yourself. That's right. Don't give me no lines and keep your hands to yourself. They opened for Hank Williams Jr. Every hippie in 3 states got all of the front rows. Vern and I were off to the side, but I'm going to tell you, that Hank Jr., Earth, Wind, and Fire, yes. Gypsies, Tramps, and Thieves, yes. Cher's version of Gypsies, Tramps, and Thieves was my favorite. Anne Murray. Oh, Anne Murray. But I tell you, that Hank Williams Jr. was a professional. I mean, he was a showman. Like the concerts I've seen on TV of Merle Haggard. Merle Haggard's a showman. And Hank Jr. was, I was impressed. Conway Twitty, Reba, she's something else. Anne Murray, I love Anne Murray. And Vicky. Anne Murray, Vicky. What was Vicky's last name? I can't even think of her song that I love so much. Okay, Charlie, Rich, Charlie Pride. Oh, those were songs that I grew up on. You've got to kiss an angel good morning. Rod Stewart. Yes, I loved Rod Stewart. Loved him. Oh my goodness. Oh, those were good songs. Ah, how fun. 100 miles, Dewey. If you think I'm sexy, you come on, sugar, let me know. Carmen. Oh, wow. Cat Stevens, yes. Ted Nugent. Uncle Ted. I do too. I love me some Uncle Ted. Even to this day, I love Uncle Ted. You know who I loved? Was Damn Yankees. With Ted Nugent and the other 2 guys. Damn Yankees. Can you take me high? I love Damn Yankees. Meatloaf. Yes. But I won't do that. That's one of my favorite songs of all times. I would do anything for love. All for love. Yes! For the 3 Musketeers. Yes! James Taylor, Journey, Barry White. Oh my goodness. Steve Perry. Yes. Ted Kidman. Yes, he can. Rod Stewart and Bryan Adams and Sting. That's the 3 who did All for Love for Musketeers. Oh, I wore that song out when I was really young. E.J. Thomas. Oh my goodness. Paradise by the Dashboard Lights. I love C.W. McCall. I love the Snowman. Johnny Horton. Crochet. Oh, I loved Foreigner. Oh, 10 from 6. Foreigner, 10 from 6. Black Sabbath, Iron Man, Convoy. Yep, I love Convoy. Jerry Reed, Eastbound and Down. Carole King. Oh, that's fun. Oh, that's good stuff right there. I love Van Halen. All 3 versions of Van Halen. Robert Johnson. All 3 versions of Van Halen I thought were great. Not everybody liked that last one. I loved it. I loved it. Huey Lewis in the news. That's the power of love. I wore Huey Lewis out. And Kip Winger. Eddie Money. She was shaking. No, that was like a attraction sign. Galloping off. Okay, Spring. Have a good night, BB King. The heat is on. Bay City Rollers. SATUODAY 9. There's the rest area sign. Taj Mahal. Bay City Rollers. Oh, I love that song. Oh my God. Bay City Rollers. So Kelly Coleman, who subscribes to a lot of our channels, she lives right here in Grants Pass. So everybody wave. Hi, Kelly. We actually passed her exit, but yeah. Bay City Rollers. Oh, and Casey and the Sunshine Band. I'm your boogeyman. That's what I am. Casey and this. Oh, and Sean Cassidy. I got to tell you a story on my friend Pollyanna, who was so in love with Sean Cassidy. She even wrote him letters. So her friend Becky Jo and I got together, and Casey, yes. Hi, Kelly. Yeah. No, that wasn't the rest area. This is the rest area. Grants Pass, birthplace of Dutch Brothers. Yeah, we love us some Dutch Brothers. So anyway, real quick, Pollyanna was so in love with Sean Cassidy, she used to write him letters. Becky Jo and I got together one day and we wrote a return letter from Sean. Oh, Martina McBride, yes. McBride, yeah. And the Beach Boys, yes. So we even put it in the mailbox and made it look like it was an envelope. Rick Springsteen, Jesse's girl, that's good. And we just waited for her to go out and check the mail. Literally, oh, and she still reenacts this to this day. She looks down at the envelope, throws her hands up in the air, she goes, "It's from Sean!" And she goes running upstairs. Now I realize it was kind of a cruel trick, but I think she figured out that it wasn't real. I mean, you know, at that age, we're in grade school. Our handwriting couldn't have been that great, but oh, we still laugh to this day. Pollyanna and I, oh, it's from Sean, and she just, oh, so dramatic, goes running upstairs to her room to read it. Oh my. Oh, those were good times. Oh, April Wine. Okay, good night, Chris. Oh, Sean Cassidy, David Cassidy, aka Partridge, Danny Partridge, Michael McDonald. Okay, hang on. We're getting parked. So I'm going to leave you guys here. We're going to take a quick break because we want to get on up to Rice Hill. Oh, the Bee Gees and Sticks. Oh, I loved Sticks. Come see. Okay. Loved Sticks. Okay. Sticks and the Bee Gees. Oh my goodness, those were the days. Disco. I love disco. I used to listen to Kiss. I had like every Kiss album. Bobby Sherman was good. Connie Stevens. Okay, off duty. Am I off duty? Yeah, I went off duty. Thank you. Oh. Bonnie Tyler? Total Eclipse of the Heart. Total Eclipse of the Heart. It's Sean! That's funny. That is so funny. Oh, we made things up back then. Oh my goodness. Okay. We ready, Dooley? We ready to go for a walkie? It's only 50 degrees here. Donna Summer. There's only one monkey left. Oh, really? I didn't know that. Hey, we're the monkeys. Okay. There's only one monkey left. That's kind of sad. I love the monkeys. It's not going up. Oh, wrong one. 1, 2, 3. Okay, I gotta put my boots on, Dooley. I love that song, Total Eclipse of the Heart. Mike passed away last year, I think. Okay. All right, we'll be back. We will be back, won't we, Dooley? Yeah! Taking a breaky. Dooley's got a potty. He's got to go do his duty, doesn't he? Yeah, he's got to go do his duty. Duty. I'm going to throw that away. We got some garbage to get rid of. Mama does. Yeah. Get rid of this. Oh, these styrofoam containers. Ugh. There we go. Okay, hang on. Me first. Oh, Mickey is still up. That's cool. Okay. Come on, baby. Wait. Good baby. Good baby, huh? Yeah, he's a good boy. Yeah. He gets a cookie. He gets a cookie. Okay, we're back. Oh, there we go. Super bulky yarn. Hello. Hello, Michelle. Hello. We're back. Okay, off we go. Tally ho, off we go. Put that up. Gotta do a tug test. Gotta do a tug test. Tug. It's all good. It's all good. What are we singing to now? I've got Roseanne Cash on the brain. Slipping away from home and putting jewelry in her to take a trip. To go and listen to the little dark-haired boy who played the Tennessee flat top box. It's really the only Roseanne Cash song that I like. You have to go back on duty? No. So it automatically switches to driving once I get over 5 miles an hour. Yes, it is. It has been very nice to have you guys with me on this trip. Very nice. Okay, little lip balm. It's cloudy here. It's 58 degrees, so it's cooling off. You know, last night I didn't have to, on a delivery of Big Twist chunky yarn. Oh, wow. I love me some Big Twist. I love Big Twist. Oh, me, Stephanie? Thank you. And I wasn't going to go on today. I was just going to, you know, give everybody the weekend for a break. I appreciate that. That makes me feel good. Well, thank you. That's really nice. I just thought I'd give everybody a break yesterday and today, but I looked around to see who was live after Granny Dean. I'm like, yeah, I can do it. I was missing you guys. Feel really good. So we're going to be climbing another hill, going over. There are like 7 peaks, according to Indiana Jack, who used to do a YouTube channel called Adventures in Trucking. He says there are 7 peaks that we climb, you know, including Mount Ashland. I never have sorted them out. So I think Mount Ashland is like the first peak in Oregon, and then there's 6 more along here. So we're going to be climbing and going over some of these peaks. Oh, thank you. That makes me feel good. I actually have a video coming up tomorrow, 5 a.m. Pacific. It'll go public. Oh, I'm glad. Thank you, Michelle. So, tomorrow morning I have, you know, pretty much my declaration video on the Two Ponies channel about the 50 Gone by 2024. In the box, I have, it's right here. In the box, I have, let me look at it, I forgot. Light. Pretty light. So be climbing these hills with my foot on the, I got the hammer down. I don't know if I'm going to pass this Five Guys trailer or not. Not Five Guys, Five River. Some tater salad and roast some veggies. Okay, you have a good night. That sounds like a good dinner. Here we go. Yeah, I think I'm going to pass these guys. Okay, yeah, we're good. Slipping away from home. Get it out of granny here. I know. Come on, girl. Do it. We're passing Five Rivers. Are we going to pass CFX? I don't know, but we're going to pass the soft side trailer up here. He's passing him on the right. Seriously? What is wrong with him? Wow, that was way out of line, dude. These guys, I tell ya, that was... Passed him on the right. Sorry, buddy. I know. At least you didn't have to scale it out and mess with the tandems. Yes, absolutely. You obviously have some experience in the trucking industry. Heavy loads are your friend. No kidding. You know what? Because I don't have to pay for fuel, I prefer heavy loads. I prefer that stability. Especially since, yeah, I know. Especially since, you know, I am running back and forth across, what, oh yeah, he's not from here. Oh, yes they do, Michelle. Yes, they do. Oh, well, my goodness. Hello, fellow trucker. So we've got Crochet My Way with Wanda. Wanda, are you still here? Yes, they do. They do that. It blows my mind. What? Yeah, well, I know, not me. Wanda, are you still here, girl? We got a couple of people with some trucking. Yeah, bless you, buddy. Yes, thank you, Doris. That's the attitude. That's the way to handle it. King Diamond with a bunch of foreign writing on the back of his trailer. Okay. So that guy, I don't know if he wanted to come over and, yeah, we're all just struggling to get up this hill. You know, there's no need to make it any more dangerous than it already is. That was a jerk move. Okay, so there's kind of a story behind that. In Oregon, it's legal for trucks, slow trucks, to get over on the shoulder and go up a hill in the shoulder. And in that spot, that shoulder was really wide. Okay, but just because you can doesn't mean you should. And as far as I'm concerned, you know, going around these curves is dangerous in the shoulder because pretty soon you're going to come around a corner and there's going to be a four-wheeler sitting there with their flashers on, right? Or another truck. I mean, it's a bunch of, you know, it's a bunch of lane shifting. So we're all shifting around. See, there's a guy right there on the shoulder with his flashers. And these guys would have peaked that hill. That guy, if he had stayed on the shoulder, you know, then he's coming up on that shoulder and there's a truck parked there. There could be a car parked there. There could be a pedestrian. So, you know, there are guys who, yes, thank you, Doris. There are guys who, like, get irritated with me because okay, Wanda, I just wanted to say hello. Yarn Garf here has 21 years experience in the trucking industry. So I was just saying, hey, we got a bunch of us in here. I hope you have a good night, Wanda. But I think the whole subscribe to you today, Yarn Barf. I'll be checking out your channel when I get stopped tonight up here at Rice Hill. Come on over, man, brothers. Yuba City, California. I've never seen that company. All these companies pop up. So yeah, I get dirty looks when I'm climbing Mount Ashland and I'm doing, 30 miles an hour and I don't get over into the shoulder. So, it's an Oregon thing, Southern Oregon. For some reason, it's legal for us to do that. I come around some of those corners climbing that hill. Yeah, I'm only doing 30 miles an hour with my hazards on, but still, now I've got to try to get over. You know who from Coffee, Crochet, and Go? Oh, hopefully we can stay live. They're in a bad spot. But how many of you remember Pam from Gingerbread Red? I mean, she wasn't the driver. She went with her guy in the truck and uploaded videos all the time. She crochets, she cooks, she does all kinds of stuff. See, even if something is legal doesn't mean it's safe. I know. See, I could legally be running on my shoulder. And look, there's a vehicle right there on the shoulder. And then I would be scrambling to get off of the shoulder and get back out into traffic. Yeah. I think she did. I think Pam did that. Gingerbread Red. And you guys should know that when I was in New Mexico, in Pruitt, New Mexico, I woke up one morning getting ready to leave, and I know I haven't seen her in a while. I miss her. But I was there, and there were some stray, I gotta shut that off again. There were some stray dogs around, and one of them was a red heeler. Have you seen that? Don't even try to get up to speed before entering the highway. Well, yeah, well, if they don't try, it's one thing. Sometimes they can. But yeah, we all try. We try because the old etiquette used to be that we would get over, let them out, and then they would let us get back in the lane, and then they'd come around us if they were faster. Now they just leave you out to hang. But anyway, Pam, there was this red heeler, female red heeler. Looks like every litter she ever had was still nursing on her. You know how that looks. And she stood out there about 15-20 feet in front of the truck, and she stared at me. I mean, she looked me in the eyes, and I'm like, okay, girl, you and all the rest of those those stray dogs, I needed to get them somewhere where they wouldn't be around Dooley when I got him off the truck to give him his break. So I took what was left of an old bag of dog food, and I went around the other side of this old building, laid it on a slab of concrete, and just ripped it open. And then I walked back around the building, and all those dogs went over to eat that. And then, oh, see this? This could be Kelly, our friend Kelly right here, because she drives school bus for a living. Look at this. See, I would have hit that. Or I would have been scrambling not to hit it. But anyway, so I named her Gingerbread Red. I named make sure I got a cheap little bag of dog food just for her. And what that did was that distracted those dogs long enough on the other side of that old burnt out building that I could take Dooley for a walk. Then I got Dooley back on the truck, and sure enough, before I left, there she was again, standing out there staring me right in the eyes. And I said, girl, honey, when I'm back, I will bring you more food. And I saw her next time I was there too. I've seen her every time I've been through there. But her name is Pam, named after our own Gingerbread Red. And I tell all the other drivers, when you get to Pruitt and you see Pam, you feed her. I haven't found out if any of them have, because I haven't been there in months and months. Are we still live? I hope so. Oh, we're back again. Are we back? Wolf Creek Pass. I know. Poor baby girl. I know. Yeah, because we're going over these mountain passes. There should be 3 or 4 more. And the service is spotty here. Maybe 68 miles, a little over an hour. We will be there. Roseburg is 47 miles. So how many of you know Nan's Next Knots on YouTube? She does the Luck of the Draw cow. Haha, are we back? Through a spotty area. Are you Nancy? Nan's Next Knots. Look at the draw, Cal. Yep. We're going to go past her tonight. We'll be waving at her here pretty quick. Sandy girl, Sandy girl. Oh, that's a good idea. Mosaic instead of window pane. Oh, how fun. Fun, 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 fun. You could do Apache tears. Oh, you could do any of them. Any of them. Sandy, Sandy, Sandy. We had Tracy Crochet Rocks here today. We had so many of our great peoples here. We're having so much fun. We're going on 3.5 hours. We had Wanda from Crochet My Way with Wanda. And all of our great subscribers. All of our great ones. Climbing, climbing. We might lose you guys again going over this hill. So in 20 miles, I'll be going by Seven Feathers, where I spent the night before last at the casino. I think that would be great. Yep, you missed Tracy. She was in here. Giggle, giggle. I'm driving a lorry. Ah, there you go, dude. Go, go, go. I'm getting behind these trucks again, but I'm going to just stay in this lane. I don't need to pass them. It's getting dark already. It's only 4:48. She makes great stitch markers. I love her Luck of the Draw cow. I wish I was able to join that. Maybe next year I'll be able to join it. If I get some of these works knocked out, these projects in the Scorched Earth Challenge, then I'm going to feel freed up to do more of that stuff. I think it'd be fun. I'd like to be joining Charmed Grammy in her crochet calendar or crochet along thing for 2020. Oh, she's fixing to start another Luck of the Draw. Yeah, I heard that she starts in what, February? Oh, I'll be envious and watching, being all jelly. So many projects. Too many projects, not enough time off the truck. crazy. Don't get crazy. Easy, girl. Come on, Beth. Hang back. Hang back. Oh, hello, Mr. Wright. Oh, how wonderful. That is wonderful. I love that. And Julie says hello to both of you, gives you kisses. Here we go, a nice long valley here to run through. I don't know, it's still not good service through here. Get this back up. There you go. There you go. Capital Express line. So the guy who taught me how to drive truck when I first started with May Trucking, he left May Trucking not long after that and drove for this Capital Express lines. Now he drives for this company. Nan's Next Knots, that's exactly what her channel is. I would crochet when I got Hama. Yeah, see, I do that too, but I've been on the same blanket for a year now, and I'm getting I'm getting sick of it because I had to frog about 2.5 feet of it about a month or so ago. But we're kind of getting the momentum going again on it. Plus, I'm doing the gingham thermal stitch pot holder and the thermal stitch cowl for when I get back into Wyoming. What's going on here, Capital? I think he just lost a tire. Oh my goodness. Come on, people. Oh, you are such an asshole. Oh, sorry guys. I said a wordy dirt. Jerk. Oh, and then he swung into my lane. This guy should not be on the road. Sorry, guys. I lost my composure there. You know, we're supposed to get over and get in the left. DJ on WKRP and since... Oh, he did? I love that show. WKRP and since... With Julie finished her Phoenix blanket. She finished it. Oh my goodness. I noticed that she just uploaded a video. Oh, that is so amazing. Yes. That is awesome that Julie finished her blanket. I'm so happy that she can crochet again. I know that there was a stint there where she was really having trouble getting back in it, but then she did. I love Julie. That is great. So you missed our little montage of our little montage of, you know, bands that we used to love. Classic country and classic rock. Somebody, who was it who brought up the Bay City Rollers? S-A-T-Y-D-A-Y. Now. Oh, I was so in love with the Bay City Rollers. After her stroke, she could not use her right hand, and she worked it back. That makes me so freaking happy. That is so amazing. Sandy, thank you for telling us that. I have missed her. Was that you, Mare? The Bay City Rollers. Yeah, Wanda's going to bed. It was? Oh, I know, Julie. And I have missed her, and Joe, and you, and the other Sandy, and Nicole. Oh my goodness, Nicole, what a sweetheart. She popped into one of my lives the other day. That was great. So that guy who was such a jerk and wouldn't let me over when when that Capital Express lines had to get into the shoulder. Okay, so we are trained to get into the left lane if anybody is on the shoulder. So, and he wouldn't let me, and he was he just floored it. You know, he did that thing. He is up there, you know, jumping in and out of lanes, passing everybody on the road. Okay, Michelle. Okay, Michelle, I'm sorry. Do you remember the song Stand Up by Mel McDaniel? I think I do. I gotta think about that. Stand Up. Oh, do I remember that song? I gotta think about that. Now I've gotta look it up. Stand Up by Mel McDaniel. I will look it up. You know, I love, Wanda, you have a great night and have a great reset. Testify. Stand Up, testify. I kind of remember that. Do you remember Marie Laveau by Bobby Bear? I love Marie Laveau. Another man done gone. I love those songs. Love them. Love them. Harper Valley PTA. That was one of my favorites. Still is. I still sing that almost every day. Barbara Mandrell, Janie Fricke, Reba, Connie Stevens, some of Connie Stevens' stuff. Oh, and who sang the divorce song? Bobby Gentry, yes. Who sang RDIVORCE becomes final today. Was real country. I was country when country wasn't cool. Welcome back, Diana. Oh yeah, we're having so much fun. Who sang that? And who sang Kids? Oh, was that Tammy Wynette? Say the darndest things. Have you ever listened close to the games they play? The little songs they sing. He is Olivia's dad. They life-flighted him to the children's hospital back then, but I always text my kids the hour of their birth. Oh yeah, I love Bobby Bear and Marie Laveau. Love me some Bobby Bear. And Johnny Horton. North to Alaska to go north. The rush is up, way up. Yeah, that is a relief. I was confused. I'm like, oh no. I thought we lost someone. One of my best friends, Pollyanna, just lost her stepdad on Thursday. Those of us in the barrel racing community just lost a gal here in Oregon. It's there Thursday. It's been quite a week of losses, that's for sure. Was the first line dance you learned? There was one in front of me today. He lost a tire. I watched him power into the eastbound lane. He finally pulled over. Oh my goodness. Oh, I love North to Alaska. Oh, I gotta shut that noise off again. Johnny Horton. He sang a song. He sang the Battle of New Orleans. He sang Comanche. I love Comanche. That's my favorite Johnny Horton song. And next to that is the Battle of New Orleans. His breath on fire on the trailer. Oh my goodness. Wow, Wanda. You have seen. Are we live again, or is that just a fake? They ran through the bushes where a rabbit couldn't go. Ray Stevens. Oh my goodness. My father and I loved Ray Stevens. I just listened to Mississippi Squirrel Revival the other day. I love It's Me Again, Margaret. And one time, I had left my Ray Stevens tape in my dad's pickup. And I went back over to his house and I parked my car, and my dad had just pulled up in his pickup. And I got out of the car and I walked over to the pickup. He wasn't getting out of the pickup. And just about the time I got to the door, he throws the door open and he goes, "He's everywhere! He's everywhere!" He was singing the Ray Stevens Santa Claus song. Oh, I love Ray Stevens songs. Oh, I love Devil Went Down to Georgia. The truck was heading east and the tire hit his trailer. Oh my goodness. Wanda, you've seen a lot. I've been blessed not to see that much. I hate driving by where I can see that the cab of a truck has folded into the trailer and they're off in the now you're looking over on the on-ramp and there's a trailer on its side and it still has its hazards on. Oh, I bet it was. Okay, Sandy, you have a great night. It was great to see you. Great to see you. And good night to Mr. Wright.